So the city of Albuquerque, we're involved by Keep Albuquerque Beautiful. We've been involved with Keep Albuquerque Beautiful now for about 25 years, and it's part of the Keep America Beautiful grant. So it's a state-funded program. We get a grant every year. On this project here, I know specifically we donated some paints and a little bit more resources. And what they did is they're allowed to paint the beautiful mural like they did. In the Keep Albuquerque Beautiful program, we do classroom visits, teaching them how to recycle. They come and do field trips to our facility. We show them our refuse trucks. We kind of show them where our mechanics work and how we're trying to keep the environment clean. That's one of our main missions and goals, is to keep the environment clean.
Hi, my name's Lisa Domenici, and I'm a mosaic artist, and I had the greatest opportunity to work with Joe Stevenson, a mural painter, to work with the staff at South Valley Prep and students here. We really designed and created and installed this mural that you see behind us. We really participated all the way back in March through April after school with about 7 or 8 students to help come up with our theme, which eventually became the Healing Garden. And that was based on the fact that this school is built on an EPA Superfund site, and one of the staff persons really wanted to look at doing a garden here, really to speak to what we can do to heal the land that's here, and also to teach children and students here about growing their own food.
We proposed not only just a painted mural, but the addition of mosaic. And I had known Lisa from some years ago. She was a student of mine when I taught a class at UNM and did a mural at UNM. And so we teamed up to do, both of us to work on this design for this building after we started to get input from the students. Actually, the school chose students that were going to be available for this. So after we met with the students and started, the theme that we were given was a garden.
I've been a friend of Working Classroom, and they're the ones who hired Joe and I. They're a really wonderful organization that works primarily with teenagers and all kinds of arts in after-school programs. They've had a solid relationship with South Valley Prep for quite a while, and so we worked together. We worked with South Valley Prep staff as well as Working Classroom staff, who enabled us to come here as kind of artists in residence. So we were here for the after school, and then we followed up into summer school program where we actually met with the students every day for 3 weeks, 8 to 2 in the afternoon. The really exciting thing about this project was, well, a couple of things. From an artistic point of view, we got to merge these two forms of art. We use mosaic and we use paint. And so Joe and I got to work together to develop how we were going to do that while under this umbrella theme of the Healing Garden. And we did it in sort of non-traditional ways. So we let the kids work with some of the materials, especially the mosaic piece, because they had never done cut tiles and cutting glass before. So we did some practice play, if you will. And then we worked with the kids to do some reading and different kinds of research. And the kids came up with visual ideas, primarily, that then we enlarged. And then we took those large pieces and we poked holes in them and pounced the images, just like the Renaissance artists in fresco. We pounced the images on the shed, and then we began painting. And simultaneous to that, I kind of thought it would be great for all the kids to do butterflies, and so we researched butterflies of New Mexico. So most of the butterflies on the mural are New Mexico found butterflies, except for 1 or 2 that are very, very imaginative and had a lot of great input from the kids. But the other important thing to know about this project was we got to work with these 7 kids really intimately every day. We got to know them. Some of them had done a lot of art, some of them hadn't, but they all became very passionate and kind of found their niche. We also included their parents. So towards the end of the summer school program, we had days of working families. And that was just fantastic because we had sets of parents who came for the whole day, brothers and sisters who came, and we built a bond with them, and they kept coming back and back and back. And so I think that the impact, while we're measuring it today just by the visual, what we see and how the school will see it every day, but I really think that we made a long-standing impact. Like, one of the fathers designed the walkway, and he's like, I've never done art before. Now he can relate to his daughter in a whole new way, and he's extremely proud of his work. Every time his daughter comes to school, we get to see his work and her work.
The things that we had this time that we had to deal with was which imagery was going to be mosaic and which imagery was going to be painted. And so we had to go around with the students, and a lot of it, the decisions came down to which image would be easier to paint and which image would be easier to make mosaic, to, you know, cut all the tiles. And so that was kind of a, you know, going and coming with that. At one point, the title that's up on the top there was going to be painted. And then towards the end we thought, well, maybe it would look nicer if it was in mosaic. So it ended up being that.
Thanks to the city of Albuquerque and Keep Albuquerque Beautiful, they were able to give us an enormous, wonderful array of supplies that lasted through here, and we're able to leave some more here to do some more projects. So it really enabled us to have 2 artists, wonderful supplies, a whole team, this school, working classroom, children and their families. So it was a really large bowl of resources.
It wouldn't have come out as pretty and as beautiful as it would have if we didn't have anyone. Like, if it was just all of us.
If it was just us and they told us to do this, it would probably wouldn't look as beautiful as they wanted it to be.
It would probably be more, like, not as popping out.
Yeah, so we're glad we did this as a team, and we were able to finish it fast too. It did take a little bit of some drama, some like messing up sometimes, but we were still able to get it. It might not be perfect, but you can tell it is perfect.